Hello, good morning, and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am going to continue doing the same type of reading that I've done for the last, what has it been now, 3 days? Today's day number 4, I believe. I'm, as I've said, I'm really enjoying this way of doing it, and it's helping me to learn the cards. And oh my god, the same messages keep coming up. It's so remarkable. um and I'm doing what I did yesterday, in the interest of time and not going on and on, because I'm having to read the cards and figure out. I have chosen some of the cards in advance. I'm going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid, and I'm going to do past, present, future with one card for of each of those with this deck. And then I'm going to clarify, if necessary, with the Good Tarot, also by Colette Baron Reid. And before I begin, I apologize for any weird glitchiness on this video. Every video gets messed up in some way. I just really have bad Wi-Fi. And it is what it is. And I'm going live and I'm not editing. So we're just allowing it to be. So with that, I am going to begin. I have already shuffled the cards. Oh, I guess I should start with the cards that I picked first. And just so you know, I always set the intention that I'm asking spirit guides, angels, any kind of energy that wants to contribute in a positive way. And then I just pick the cards randomly. So the first one that I got for this is the recent past, is Never Ending Story. And I just noticed there's a heart there underneath her, kind of suspended in some kind of glass, a wooden heart. Anyway, this card is about the false stories that we tell ourselves that are based in fear and a place of being the victim in situations. And the fact that this is in the past position tells me that this is a place that we're coming out of, that we've been caught up in this idea of ourselves and our lives. So specifically, I'll speak to you watching, that you have been in situations that were uncomfortable, painful, confusing, all the things. And there's a big story. There has been a big story around this. And coming out of that, you're realizing that you actually have the power to change your story, and to know that that story has been being written by this part of you that ultimately just wants to protect you. And now you're coming to see that the story that that part has been telling is not relevant anymore. That it is just a story, and it's based on a perspective that is not true to you. You're realizing is not true to you anymore. And maybe it never was. And that's the thing about being a victim, is we're used to, many of us are used to kind of blaming outside circumstances blaming people who do things to us. It's this idea of, you know, pointing the finger. And I've said this before, you point one finger out, three fingers are pointed back. And coming to that realization of, oh, I have always played a part in everything that has happened to me. I am always the common denominator. So, where can I begin to shift my perspective? Where can I begin to make the change to start to invite in the positive things that I actually want? So, it's a wonderful beginning to the reading, um, because there's a shift happening, and it's going to lead to amazing things, guaranteed. As long as you continue to stay in that place of understanding, of continuing to lean into this new perspective, of not being a victim, of being responsible for everything that happens in your life. And then from there, you can make the decisions that you need to make in order to move in the direction you want. Okay, so the present card. This is hilarious. Yesterday, I pulled this card in protection, and today I have done the same. It's crazy. This card in protection speaks about needing to realize that you don't have to do life alone. That whatever you are attempting, whatever you want to move towards, there are people around you who want to help you. The universe wants to give you help, but you need to be open to it and you need to ask. And there's so much, there's so many resources. There are so many people who would love to give you a leg up in whatever endeavor you're wanting to do, to whatever you want to become, whatever thing you're embarking upon. I think I said that right. So this one, I'm going to go ahead and clarify. This was in the past position yesterday, and that it's in the present. This is still something that you're struggling with. And so I'm going to pull some clarifiers just to give a little bit more clarity and empowerment and an inspiration. Oh my God, this is craziness. I just chose the Three of Water again. I just chose this one. Of course, I can't remember. Three of Cups. This is a good card for sure. And I opened right to it. Celebration, enjoying community. There it is, enjoying community. Sharing exuberance, team spirit, common goal, and friendship. Yes. Yes, it is about coming together with like-minded people. When you aren't sure about something, reach out. Most of us are connected on social media in some way. There are so many people who would love to give you, if you're looking for advice, if you're looking for encouragement, if you're looking for support, there are people. Maybe they don't live next door, but they are still at your fingertips and want to help. It's beautiful. And it's something to celebrate. You're not alone. In whatever you're doing, you are not alone. Okay. We're getting the message. Pick this one again. Transformation. Wow. Transformation. This is a major arcana. You are going through a transformation, becoming something more than you've been, something different than you've been, someone different than you've been. And you are stepping into unfamiliar territory, and doing it alone, it can be so scary, and you can feel so unsure and uncertain. And this is why asking for help is so important, why reaching out to people, to your tribe, to your family, your friends, all the people who know, who've been there, who know you and are like, yes, you can do it. It's amazing. I'm going to read this one. Yeah, it's about change. Nothing remains the same, and I need to accept that life evolves through cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. Now is a time of transition as things are changing from one form to another. I need to allow this to happen for the highest good. I am called to let go the old so I can welcome the new. And maybe this is speaking to, maybe you've always relied on yourself in the past. Maybe you've felt like you couldn't ask for help, that you needed to be strong, that you felt too vulnerable to reach out. And this transformation that's happening is around realizing that there's strength in vulnerability. The ultimate strength is in vulnerability, and letting people know that because you need assistance, you're inviting them in to your heart. You're opening yourself to others, and that allows them to see this part of you that maybe you've felt you needed to protect and hide away. And that in itself, it joins people. It brings together. I mean, yeah, people know that it's a deepening. It's a deepening and a softening of the relationship, which is beautiful and can only lead to good things. Okay, one more card. 7 of Fire. I haven't chosen this one before. There's a horse there with, I don't know. They make me think of lightning bugs, but they're actually like dragonflies that are lit up. And the horse right away makes me think of movement. I mean, fire is about movement and action. 7, so this would be 7 of Wands in the regular tarot. Where's the fire? Where's that fire? Personal best, going the distance, perseverance, and nonconformity. Yeah. Yeah, you right now are embarking on something where you need assistance from others. And in getting that assistance, it allows you to give your personal best. It allows you to go the distance. That's beautiful. I'm just gonna leave it right there. So the future card, this is near future, to be fair, and I've chosen this one just a couple days ago, I think. And this one is about realizing that, well, it's finding the balance in a situation, creating balance, and realizing that whatever circumstance you are dealing with in your life, particularly if it's something that is um, where you're uncertain, that's uncomfortable in some way, that this too shall pass. Um, the book talks about how we go from being to doing. We go back and forth between the two. And we can't always just sit in one of those. There always needs to be the balance. You can't always do. You need to stop and take a moment. Take a few moments and consider where you're at. Kind of contemplate your next steps. But then you can't always be in that place of considering, because then you're never taking action. And that can turn into, that can often show up as procrastination, and it can turn into fear and doubt. And so there's always a need to, at some point, to take action, even if it's imperfect action. But very often it is imperfect action. It has to be, because it's in taking the action when you realize how to improve. What do we need to know about To Be Fair? Three of Air. Three of Swords. I believe I just picked this one yesterday or 2 days ago, maybe. Anyway. Oh, yeah, this one I do not choose in the protection. These ones are always upright for this deck. So the Three of Air. I'll get these eventually. Silver linings, natural departures. Rejection is protection. So departing from the old, moving into the new. If there is any kind of rejection that you're facing, either that you feel you're being rejected or you're having to reject, maybe it's a job that you're needing to leave. Or, unfortunately, if you get fired, that can be difficult, that feeling that rejection part, but knowing that it's happened for your highest good, that you needed to leave that situation so you can move in to the next great thing. And you wouldn't be able to had this thing not happen. And this is where the balance comes into play. What else? Oh, the Magician. I have not chosen this one on this channel yet. This is a great card. This is a major arcana, number 1. The Magician is able to the word is escaping me. Come on, Magician, bring me the words. I'll just read from the book and tell you what it says. Alchemy. Yeah, it's physically changing something from one thing to another. When I'm in alignment with Spirit's will, miracles are possible. When I see this card, I'm reminded that my will and skill alone will yield limited results. When I remember my partnership with Spirit, all is well. I'm required to explore my commitment to this co-creative alchemical relationship and see the results manifest beautifully. Through me, Spirit works magic. Yeah. It's tapping into that higher energy, tapping into the energy that's within and around, to that higher source, allowing it to move through you to create miracles. That you don't have to do this alone. This is coming just after learning how to ask for help. And maybe a part of the asking for help is asking the universe, asking your higher power for help. Sometimes all we need to do is remember to ask, and it's easy to forget. But the magician is saying, you're absolutely on the right track. You're learning how to transform something so that it benefits you. Oh, and the Ace of Fire. The Ace of Fire. Oh my goodness. This is about a new beginning. This is about inspired transformation, access to co-creative power. This is all about you connecting with that, with your higher self, is how some people put it, with that deepest, most authentic part of you that is connected to everything else in the universe, connected to the universe itself. I've said this before. It's like, think of it like a hand. We are each a finger. We are all connected to this higher power, through this higher power, to one another. And so understanding that, now we don't feel separated anymore. We can feel connected, that we are all part of the one. We are all one together. We're just different embodiments of the same thing. Beautiful. This is incredible. Keep going. You're doing amazing. Remember to ask for help in whatever way, any questions that come up. And you'll be finding the balance. You'll be alchemically transforming. And you're not alone. So cool. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. So freaking cool.